Welcome to another episode of Design Analysis with Chris, me, and you. I think we could maybe make this better. Like if I did this and I made myself a little bit different and put myself here. That's cool. All right, welcome. We're gonna do it a little differently today, but we found a website, Framer.com. I'm gonna get rid of Google Analytics tags. Now we're just on the real site. I also found this Google extension called PageMarker that basically lets you draw directly on a website live, and it sticks. So we can kind of break down this website based on how I would see it as a developer, a programmer. We'll also look at some of the things that they do, some of the cool effects. Maybe we can even, pop open this console down here. We can take a look at some elements from a dev perspective. Go away for a moment, and we can see what is going on. So first, let's look at this. Let's just see what their console looks like. As a developer, I hate seeing this. I hate seeing this many errors in a console. Disgusting. There's also some sort of console log somewhere. Disgusting, but that's fine. Let's look at their network and see if there's any network errors as they come in. Yes, they are. So they got. I just saw a 401 pop up. Maybe it's, yes, there's a couple 401s. So there's just things not loading right? And this is going to affect performance. It's going to affect a lot of things. And who knows what it is? It could be anything. We can look at it and try to see. CloudFront might be some type of like network security program. This, I don't know, Frame or something else. So there's something else going on there. We could look, but we're not going to do that. Because we're looking at design. We're not looking at dev. We are looking at design. So let's start at design. So, okay, off the rip, here we go. The front page, it loads. Bada bing, bada boom. Obviously, there's a huge video. This has to just be a video. I guess it doesn't have to be, but we can look. Again, I get so caught up in like how are they doing, like the how, right? Like they got a big old video back there. So a lot designers might be like, wow, I like this or that. I very much look at like how are they implementing this video? You know what I mean? Because you can grab it over here. No, we can't. Okay, that's good. That's the poster. So that's like this. That's what it loads when it's not. This is the video. So you can grab this and boom. So now they got this huge video that's playing in the background of their website, right? So it's basically just a background image. ChatGPT, my Instagram. Sorry. All right. It's just a background video playing. So it's a really nicely done background video. It's got the nice gradient. I think this is probably a gradient here. But yeah, you can even see how they lay it out, right? So they got a couple divs. Again, same thing for me. There would just be one big div. I'd probably do a flexbox column. Honestly, put these and assign widths, and then that's it. And then just transparent background's pretty good. They got the sticky nav. You can see the nav is sticky, so you could do like again, just one big div. You could do a space between, small div, win, right? Done. This section, you see, so there's something cool about this scroll. Let's check out this scroll element, to be honest. Because scroll elements, people like scroll elements, you know what I mean? But how they do it is interesting because everyone does them a little bit differently. And you see how this has kind of like an infinity opacity? Like, look at that. Oh, this is a nice scroll element. Like, you see how it has like that really nice animation? That's nice. All right, so I want to see how they're breaking it down. So they have this div. It's interesting this entire thing is a link. I guess that makes sense though. So this entire thing is a link. You see everything blue right there? That's a link. They have it sections, an unordered list, right? Which is, you can see all these purple boxes now. That's like the list elements floating by. So you can see that there's actually elements all the way. It keeps going from right to left. They just change the opacity. And what's cool is you see how the opacity comes in. Like, watch how the opacity comes in on this right side over here. Look at that. It like fades in, like it's moving into, you know what I mean? Which is really, really cool. And I wonder how they get that done. There's gotta be, this box must have this. This is all it is. So you see this mask image, watch. If I turn it off, you see how hard it is? It comes in, there's no more gradient now. Watch as they come in now. They're gonna come in like a line, right? But they add this mask image linear gradient to it, which is basically just an opacity gradient, and then it comes in smooth. And then the only thing they're doing is overflow hidden. So these are, you see, these are breaking the div. This list is breaking the div. But because the div has overflow hidden, then it's not going to show them. But I do wonder, I want to look at one more thing. I hope you guys, this is a really, I mean, I guess it is design. It is design. This is all design if you think about it. It's dev design. I want to look how they do so they obviously have an unordered list. Displaying flex is just interesting. Centered. Flex direction is a row. Will transform. So they have a will change, transform, translate. They have a translation on. Are they just translating this entire div, or this entire list? Or are they doing it one at a time? It's got to just be the entire thing, in my opinion. They're probably just translating this entire thing. I'm trying to see how we could. It's got to be a. Maybe we'll just move on. That's enough. Okay, yeah, because looking at design. Okay, that's enough for that. Phenomenal. Cool. They're moving it. Probably JavaScript, and it's probably just on. How do they do that, though? All right, let me look at that. One last thing, guys. I want to see how they do that animation transition. You see how it goes whoop, whoop, and kind of like fades in, whoop, whoop. I want to see what's going on there. So obviously we have our A element. Or unordered list. It's probably a hover on the unordered list. So we can throw a hover state on here. No. Is it a hover state on the section? You got to find where the hover state is added to. Is it on that? No. Is it on the framer? No. Is it on... We'll find it, chat. We'll find it, I swear. Hover state on here? No. Hover state on here? Oh. Okay, so I'm assuming, then what? Is it on an L? Is it on the LI elements? That'd be crazy. All right, let me see. Hover state. It might not even be a hover state. It might be active or something. Hover? No. And it could also be a mouse over events. Hover on this? No. Hover on this? No. Which it might not trigger for hover. Hover? No. SVG? No. That's funny. Use href. SVG. That's interesting. Yo. Okay. Hover on the. No. Okay, let's check. No. Okay, so it's not on any of those. It might be. Let me look at one more thing. Event listener. It might be an on, mouse in, mouse over. Which I think. So struggle. Anyways, all right. Never mind. Continue. Let me refresh the page. All right, very cool, very sleek. Look at that. Look at that bottom transition as that comes up. You see how it kind of like has a bit of a movement up with it, and it has that nice black and blue. I like, and then the text kind of fades in, but it doesn't come from 0 to 100. It goes from like 70 to 100. Kind of just gets brighter. That's why I like these dark background websites and blues and things. Like it's all black, white, and then one solid color monochrome blue or one bright blue. It's because you can. It looks like light. It's like very Apple, right? Oh, wow. Okay. If we want to mark this up, I mean, obviously we just got one div. I'm assuming this whole thing is probably just one image. I'm going to be so for real. Usually, I mean, I can't imagine. I mean, it might be multiple images. Oh, what the heck? Okay, this is even, okay, look at, this is an element. Is it because this entire thing is an element? Look at this. Each one of these is actually, it's not even an image. This is a built UI right here, which means theoretically they could have made these things like clickable. Like they could like make it so you can click these on their website, which that would have been sick. Framer do that. Make it so I can like click this and it'll change things. That'd be sick. But yeah, this entire thing is a UI, so that's cool. And again, they might have just been the case because they might have just dropped the UI code from their from their thing into the site, because why not? Because if you have it, you have it. But look at even like every little thing in here is UI, and that's how they get all these like everything's animating individually. Like you see, like this can slide up and this can slide down. It's because things aren't just one giant image. They're UI. That's cool. Some boxes. I got the fireplace going on my TV, and now it's an ad. So sorry if you hear that. I like this section. Again, look at these subtle motions. This is what we have to get down. You see how subtle on scroll, click, click, click. It's like Netflix, right? This looks like a Netflix UI. Click, 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 click. That's clean, and it's not too much motion, but it's clean, and everything's where it's supposed to be, and nothing looks weird. Phenomenal. I would like to see a hover state on these brown marketplaces that's not just like so subtle like this. I mean, maybe, I don't know, why is this not blue if I hover over it? You know what I mean? Like, why is it not more like it should have like a blue glow or something. I just think that would, like this, right? It would look really good if I did that and it went, and it glowed blue. Should we add it for them? Here, we'll add it for them and see if we can do it. I think we can add a hover on style to this element. All right, what element is this? And then you can do weird things. Like I can just go here and do copy CSS selector. And then I can drop them in here and I can add a new CSS selector. And I got some type of selector. So let's see what happens if we add a background color on this real quick. Nothing. All right, so where is any of this color coming from? Because that's just on the A. It might be this. Let's try this guy. So we add a new background red. Okay, so you can see now we got a background red. But then see, it's giving. So what we actually want here is like a box shadow. And I don't know. I don't always remember the box. Can you give me a box shadow CSS for a element that gives a bit of a light blue glow on hover? So something like this would be great for like ChatGPT. Like I don't know the exact syntax for box shadows, but this is exactly what you need. So you could grab something like this, right? And this is how devs armed with AI are like the future, in my opinion. So I could throw. Well, so yeah, this is giving us a transition on this element, right? And then we'll add another one. But this one we're gonna say hover. And this, I've never tried hover states in console like this, so I don't know, we'll see what happens. And then we can give a box shadow, let's see. Oh, it didn't keep. That's all right, we can do this, we can do this. Okay, so it's got a nice little glow. You saw it even transition there, hover. Look at that. So now when we hover over this element, look, it's got a nice little glow. And then if we take this blue, you feel me, 21? If we can find if we can go back and find our tags. Where are my tags? You know what I'm saying? Anyways, who cares? Y'all get the point. That's kind of cool, right? Like, look at that. That would have been nice. A nice little, and maybe a little bit, in my opinion, a little bit more subtle. It's too bright. Make it this blue. Make it a little slower, a little bit more subtle. And then obviously, maybe they wanted to, but you see how the way the button's built? They have like these black corners. Maybe they just like, oh, we could add a hover, but look at it has edges. We have to rebuild the button a little bit. And maybe they didn't want to rebuild the button. But I think that would add a nice little. Anyways, all right. That was sick. Again, they're doing really good jobs with animation in here. I mean, it's obviously a really pretty website. These are all individual modules, so it's nice, you know, text, learn more. These, I like learn more. Look at those tiny animations. Again, this is what we call micro interactions, right? Boom, boom, boom. Small motions. You click that, things actually happen, you know? It's not just, there's like, and that's because everything in here is like a UI. It's not just images. And you see that's why everything is highlightable and wow, made in Framer. I'm gonna have to give Framer a chance. Maybe I'll build in Framer. I'm like looking at it, I'm not even looking at the content. What does it even do? So it's just like a drag and drop build. What even is Framer? Let's look at it real quick. Web builder for stunning sites, design and publish modern sites at any scale of frames. Okay. I love the drop down. I love this. You see, first off, animations. Won't. Look at that little birdie fly, and then mega menu type energy, right? Highlighting states. Everything is just so detailed and cohesive. It's very nice. I think we're about done here though. Let me look. I want to look. Maybe there's another page. Let's look at that contact form. I mean, that's nice, right? It's already highlighted. So it's like you come to the page, the first box is already highlighted for you, right? With the cursor inside. Phenomenal. Yeah, it's super clean. Sign up. Let's see what their login button. Welcome to Framer. Just straight. Nice. Login. Cool. Anyways, so guys, that's Framer. That's our breakdown for the day. That's our web analysis. Yeah, cool website. Some very cool elements going on. Some very cool states. Use of slight animation. Subtle movements, micro interactions. Very, very nice. All right. Happy Sunday.